Hey everyone, welcome to another reaction video. Like and subscribe because I'm showing my face. Even with this mask, I'm still showing like this part. Well, this part. So, TW language, trigger warning language, and well, credits to Birdie for making this.
So as we all know, I think it's safe to say that school is trash, all right? Like, I don't think there's really any debate for that. That topic is not up for debate whatsoever. But here are some of the things.
Why would you need to debate? Over like half the world. We can get everybody in the world, and 99.9% of them would be like, yeah, I hate school. But there's always that one Nielsen that's like, actually, I love school.
We just all hated about school in general. First, we gotta start off with the fact that you gotta raise your hand, bro. Like, I should be able to just get up and go to the bathroom.
I know it hurts your wrist when you go like, You should just be able to get up and go. You don't need to be like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? You should be like, yeah, I should go to the bathroom. I don't know why they're doing this.
Shouldn't have to be like, actually, teacher, can I go use the bathroom? Like, I should be able to go. That's a basic human right. The fact that I'm being deprived of that is making me think that I'm in a prison. Like, come on now. I mean, now that I think about it, everything correlates. The food's trash. We gotta raise our hand or ask permission to go anywhere. I don't know, man. I think I'm onto something. But
he's right. He might be onto something.
But nah, why do I gotta raise my hand to go somewhere? I really gotta make a whole ass scene when I'm going to the bathroom. That's crazy. And what's even worse is when the teacher doesn't see you. If they're just casual.
He just keeps going on. A plus. I don't know.
Going about your lecture and your hand's been up in the air for like ages. At that point, I'm just going to the bathroom. Screw what they say. I don't even want to be bothered trying to wait for them to actually look at me. There's no point, bro. Especially if I really got to go after burrito day.
That's actually so true. Like, if she keeps making me sit there, she really wants the classroom to start smelling like an Arby's.
At lunch, bro. Like, if she just let me sit there, it wouldn't be good. If that's the case, she really wants her entire classroom to smell like an Arby's. That's crazy. Next up, we got homework. Fuck homework. Whoever invented homework has to be on another...
I don't want to be in there. I'm just correcting the person who made homework, made it as a punishment. The evil guy is the person who made it mandatory.
Type of evil, bro. I don't know who enjoys homework. Actually, I love homework. It retrains your knowledge. Bro, shut that. I'm not trying to do more school when I get home. I already did 7 hours of school for the day. I'm practically tapped out. I'm hanging up the hat. It's over. If I
know, like, you're so tired at the end of the day. Especially when you don't get enough sleep. That's when it's worst. I don't know why we have to do even more work after doing lots of work.
I'm just gonna be fried 24/7. And if I do, especially if I get like...
Well, it looks like that didn't turn out well. There you go,
hours of homework at night, I'm gonna be overstimulating myself with knowledge. And
I do not want my brain to be fried 24/7. I don't know who does.
It's not even going to help my brain at all. There's really no point to it, I'm not going to lie. Now, next up, we got the classes, of course. A lot of the classes were useless. I mean, sometimes gym class was fun.
Yeah, that's mostly in elementary and middle school. High school, you mostly have to do a lot of push-ups.
But sometimes we really had to do like a shit ton of push-ups and conditioning, and it was just really annoying. I'm a high school graduate, and I can say that most of the classes I haven't even used in my entire life. Personally, I really don't see a point in taking geometry.
Geometry sucks. If you're in middle school, it's best not to take geometry in high school.
Like, seriously, I don't get the fucking point of this. We have to learn some goofy-ass formulas, like... What the hell is this? Or calculus? Like, fuck calculus. Like,
what the hell is calculus, bro? That just... Even the word calculus just sounds like hieroglyphics.
Seriously, it got to a point where math was in an entirely different language. Bro, that shit might as well have been hieroglyphic. Next one we got, yeah, this one's really specific, but it's definitely happened to all of us. Where the teacher bends down to help another student and her fucking ass is in your face. Nah, you're crazy for that. I'm not trying to look at some old lady ass, bro. And if I...
This has mostly happened with boys. Or at least or at least I can say. I can't speak for the girls. I'm not a girl. But to the people who are like, hear me out, nah, you down bad for real.
I see some of y'all in the comments that say, hear me out? Nah, you down bad for real. And why would she always take forever, too? Like, I have to just awkwardly look.
It would take like half the lesson.
At my desk and look at the drawings and beautiful art that people created. Wow, this is a nice drawing of an eggplant on my desk. Interesting. And who the fuck had the time to draw SpongeBob in a single...
That's crazy. SpongeBob? Who has the time to draw SpongeBob in a single class period? That man's going speed draw.
Class period. That's crazy. But yeah, man, it really goes to show that school's boring as fuck and we'd much rather be doing anything else. Next up for certain, we can say the food, bro. What the hell? Like, what kind of mutant contraption is this, dog?
That is just mutant. How is those chicken? I'm guessing that's chicken nuggets. That is not chicken. That is pure garbage. What do they do? Go to the dumpster and just find... And you just grab a truckload. Oh, this is nice food for our students.
I think it takes a genius to figure out that school lunch, it doesn't even look edible. And it's worse than prison food.
That's prison food? Well, I'm about to believe that's school food. Is that mashed potato or gravy or whatever it is? They're serving straight dookie.
And the worst thing was is that the lunch ladies would always force you to take a fruit for a side. And then when you look at the options that are available, they'd all be rotten as hell.
That's so true. They all be rotten. Because they don't change that for like up to a week sometimes. So then it's just gross. That's proof that they serve pure garbage. Except for that onion. That onion looks fine.
So you just end up in the trash anyway, so what's the big deal? There's no point. That shit looked dirty as hell, bro. Ain't no way they washed it. So we truly were being fed garbage, so I just decided to bring my own lunch in middle school, and I said...
You know what? To the people who are in 6th grade or higher, please bring your own lunch and don't get school lunch. It would be terrible. You would turn into a mutant if you were to eat that.
Fuck school food. And you know what? I was so much happier with my packed lunch. I didn't give a shit about pizza day or anything because it's not like they would get it from Little Caesars.
It would be like some toaster oven thing and they're like charge $1 for it. Even though a whole box of those is at $4.
They would use like some doodle-ass toaster oven pizza. And they would have the audacity to charge us $1 for a slice. Nah, that's criminal behavior. I can't believe they were trying to rob us like that, man. Even though we know it's $4 for a full box of them. And I remember at one point they...
That's what I said.
Did raise the price to like $1.50 or $2. That's practically
That's just highway robbery.
Highway robbery. Goddamn. They said we got the wake-up time. What?
Why do I have to wake up at like 6 in the morning. And then school is at like 7:30. It's early. It's too early.
I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. just to go to a doo-doo-ass school, bro. That's crazy. And sometimes it was before 6 a.m., which is crazy. I guess people could argue, oh, they're getting you ready for the working world. I mean, I guess some jobs require you to get up that early, but
most jobs don't have to get you most jobs don't have to wake up that early. And like, what if people have to work late night shifts? So why make school early?
Most jobs don't, and some people have late night shifts, so they have to stay up really late. So why make school early? I don't know. My school day started at 7:15, bro. 7:15. Why the fuck is it so early? And I had to catch the bus at 6:30. And if the bus wasn't there on time, that was on me that I was late, which was really fucking annoying.
And sometimes like your grade gets penalized for this. Sometimes your grade gets penalized if you go late. Like, it's not my fault the bus was
Some of my
late.
classes I deadass got penalized just because the bus was late. So once I got my license, you bet your ass I drove to school. Because the bus is definitely the next thing that we all hate about school. Are you fucking kidding me? Who's trying to sit on a musty-ass yellow Twinkie for an hour? And I'm glad I never have to do that shit again, personally. Because some people
be, like, bringing meme soundboards and be recording on there. Like, literally anything could be going on. Fights, robberies, literally anything you could think of that isn't good.
People would just be on your head for no reason. Like, sometimes you just get flamed. There'd be roast battles happening in the back of the bus. They could be dealing shit back there, anything. And the last thing you want to be a part of is the bus. And not to mention, the bus driver sounded like they smoked a pack of goddamn menthol cigarettes every day. And every time the kids on the back of the bus would be loud, it would only increase my headache when the bus driver was like, "Hey, you kids need to shut the fuck up on the back of the..." It would only make my headache worse, bro. Like, it was not helping. Next up, we got teachers that were just ops, bro. Of course we hate.
There's always one teacher, I'll be honest, let's all be honest, there's always one teacher in your grade that is just an ops family. Maybe even in elementary school.
Hated this part of school. Like, seriously, there's really no point in being an op. Like, come on. And I guess these teachers have some sort of power trip, and they're really out here doing the most to try to be your worst enemy in school, bro. Like, I'm not trying to have beef with an old head. That's crazy. But apparently they want the smoke.
Those guys would be like 70 plus, maybe even over.
For whatever reason. I don't know. So let's go, bro. I'm not letting anything slide. I want all the smoke then. Throw these garbage-ass assignments at me. Do whatever the hell you want to handicap my grade. But, bro, I'm still passing your class. I'll find a way. I'll do what I can. Everything in my power to never see your bitch ass again, bro. And it's crazy that these dudes think they're, like, elite level bosses. Bro, you literally are in a school.
That's crazy. Like, they're like high-tech, elite, I don't know, elite worker, elite soldiers. Like, this is a school. We're gonna be here for 4 years. Like, what? This is a high school. We're gonna be here for 4 years. And to the popular kids, high school's not life.
I'm just gonna say it now. Teacher salaries are dookie, and they most likely hate their job too. I don't know why they would settle for that. The only thing they like about it is they have power over kids. Yo, that's weird. We don't need a pause after that. Except we got bullies and like these douchey popular kids. Fuck them, bro. They really think they're above you just because they're higher on the social hierarchy than you are. And once high school's over, their popularity's never gonna see the light of day again. So
that's almost what I just said. Like, you're here for 4 years.
I don't know why the fuck they're out here thinking they're like a bitch.
If you're 25 in the office, still bragging that you are prom queen during the winter dance, yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be liking you on that.
Big baller. Like, there's no need to pick on someone who's lower on the social hierarchy. Like, there's no fucking point. If anything, that just makes you look pathetic. They're trying to assert yourself as dominant in a high school. I mean, we're all in the same place, for God's sake. We're just trying to get through this shit at the end of the day. Even if they were a furry, I wouldn't pick on them. I mean, I guess you do you. I think it's weird personally, but I'm just gonna mind my business. There's really no point in starting beef. Like, why? Next up, we get the standardized test. Now,
there's always that one kid that tries to start beef at like 7 in the morning. Like, bro, I just woke up. I am so tired. Why are you starting beef? Like, just why though?
These standardized tests did not assess knowledge whatsoever. It was kind of just like how good you are at test taking. That's really all it measured. And obviously, if Gen Z's got the attention span of a goldfish, a lot of us are not good test takers, myself included. If I can't even pay attention to myself recording a video, ain't no way am I a good test taker. That's just not happening. And plus, some of these standardized tests would be held on Saturdays, bro. Like, nah, bro, I'm trying to enjoy my weekend. And not to mention, just tests in general were really annoying. A lot of teachers wouldn't even give you like a study guide or just like an idea of what to study. They'd just be like, nope, you're on your own. And
I know, they just throw like every single thing you've learned at you at the end of the year. Like, some of the stuff we haven't learned since September. This is why. They're really trying to. They're doing anything to handicap our grade. Careful out there. They're doing anything to like handicap our grade nowadays.
they say, like, yeah, just study the entire year's worth of material in one night. Like, how am I even supposed to do that? At that point, I'm just gonna cheat and risk it all. Because I'm not...
If it's like over a semester and a half, how do we do it in like 3 hours? That's the thing.
I'm not going to be able to remember that knowledge all in one night. There's no way. Next time we got teachers' pets. Oh my god. I don't know what it was about these motherfuckers, but they just annoy me to no end. Now, I get it. Everybody be doing the most to try to get good grades, but these kids just took it to a whole nother level. Like, they'd rat out the whole class for not doing their homework.
On Fridays, it's like, alright, kids, have a good weekend. Sorry. Alright, kids, have a good weekend. Teacher, you forgot the homework. Man, shut up. My Nielsen will be gone.
They'd be like, teacher, about the homework, obviously no one did it. And they knew that. So they were doing it on purpose. Like, bro, really? Class was about to end, dog. Like, I'm trying to go home. If you were to answer a question in class, right? These kids would be the type to fucking correct you when you answer your question. Like,
that is. Alright. This number plus number. I can't think of an equation right now. This number plus this minus this number. 49. Actually, it's 48.976. Man, shut though. Yep.
Dog, I didn't ask for your input. And maybe this is a reason why they got bullied. I don't know. Of course, if they...
That's obviously the reason they got bullied. At that point, they kind of deserve to get shoved in their lockers.
For being really annoying, they're bound to get shoved in a locker. It is what it is. That's why I would just keep my mouth shut. I'm not trying to get shoved in a locker. And speaking of lockers...
Especially, like, the lockers do be tiny. It's like, no kid is going to be like, ah, yes, I love the 2-inch space, the 2 cube meters I get in my locker.
Yeah, that's definitely next, bro. Who in their right mind is going to sit there and be like, yeah, man, I really love the amount of space we get in our lockers. We were supposed to carry all these big-ass books, but we get these small-ass lockers. It made no sense. And at the end of the day, when everyone would try to get their stuff, the lockers would just be crammed, and there was no way I was even able to get to my locker. So yeah, these things about school were just really fucking...
True.
Yo, I don't know what it was about locker rooms, but Jesus Christ. You don't know what you're gonna see in there. I mean, I don't know how bad the girls...
Alright, so... that's the end of the video right now. I mean, there's 2 other videos, but I feel like it's taking a bit long. Like and subscribe. We need to get to 100 subs. This is taking too long. Goodbye.